lost in this hole, the turn in the ball, sleeping some fragments of life from me.
We're back.
Got the doctors about that. The big clap.
The big clap, yeah. Every time before the show starts, I do a big clap.
Do they still call it that?
The clap. I'm pretty sure.
Is it like an 80s thing?
I'm pretty sure the doctors don't call it the clap anyway.
You know, I've never heard it. I've never heard that sort of phrase for a long time.
It's bad news, Mr. Mills.
You've got the clap.
You've got the clap.
It's probably so politically incorrect. It's unbelievable.
It should be.
Yeah, I
don't know where it came from.
I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I don't know what variation it refers to. The clap. Is it just a general?
I've absolutely no idea. Honestly, I don't have a clue about any of them.
Well, anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not talking about
talk
that.
about STDs, are we?
So
you can tell it's winter, can't you? Look, we've both got.
I'll tell you what, it's warm though. That the boiler must be.
Well, Terry, Terry's radiator must have been on all night. I came in there this morning. It was absolutely roasting.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And my radiator don't work in my room.
At least the Woodlice have.
Oh yeah,
nice and warm.
That's why they live in here. We've got like whatever you call them wherever you come from. Cheese bugs.
Yeah,
Woodlice.
They've got different names.
Fucking million.
Regional, like I know everything in the UK has a regional kind of name.
But oddly, those annoying little creatures.
They vary like town to town, literally.
And I'm sure they're convinced there's two different sorts. There's like the ones that roll up into balls, and then there's the other ones that don't roll up into balls.
Right.
They don't all roll up into balls when you go near them.
Never studied.
Oh, you live working here, and you can't help but study.
Well, no, they're all the ball.
Frigging everywhere.
They're all the ball version, aren't they? In here,
yeah, most of them. Yeah. Anyway.
Well,
yeah, that's two things covered.
That's the clap and cheese bugs.
Covered.
Cheese bugs, that can't be real.
It could be related. You've got the cheese.
Someone
bug.
was yanking our tinker with that one, so to speak.
Cheese bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I read it somewhere. I'm sure that's what some people call them. Probably.
Yeah, there's a picture in there with the UK divided up into like sections is what they call woodlice.
Those creatures.
Yeah,
woodlice. That's it. Woodlice.
Woodlice. Surely it's woodlice.
Probably people from Yorkshire probably call them cheese
Oh
bugs.
yeah, there'd be something. Yeah. No, they'll call them Yorkshire bugs.
Bloody Yorkshire bugs.
Everything's Yorkshire tea.
Yeah.
Yorkshire biscuits. Yorkshire pudding. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Sorry, Yorkshire.
Eh?
Yeah, we get it. Right, anyway, yeah. We're going to talk about something we did on Saturday. We
got the clap.
we did the Patreon bash, which is an annual kind of party for our Patreon supporters. So we've got a Patreon page, and we actually don't talk about it so much really, because it's kind of become like a sort of like a.
That's where this comes in.
What goes on in Patreon, stays in Patreon, a bit like a Fight Club kind of a
Fart Club.
Fart Club, yeah. Kind of arrangement.
If you're from Yorkshire, it'll be Fart Club, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Yorkshire
Fart Club.
Fart Club. And we I don't know why we don't talk about it so much. It's not really intentional. I guess we don't want to seem too pushy about it or anything. It's something that goes on in the background, but that it's honestly like critical, really, and the support it generates for.
Hell yeah.
For what we do now as a band, we could not sustain what we do without it. And probably feel it deserves a little bit more attention in things like this anyway. So,
yeah, I agree, yeah.
So we're going to talk about what we did on Saturday, which was a massive part of what we do in it for our Patreon supporters, which was we put on a big gig, hired a hall. Hired a hall.
Hired a hall. Got some pasting tables up, put some sandwiches out.
KK Steel Mill was the hall.
In
Wolverhampton, which is just like it's got to be one of the best venues in the UK.
I would definitely agree with you there. I mean, we must have played nearly 70% of flipping venues in the UK. I would say over the years, and that ranks in the top 2 or 3 for me.
Yes,
without a doubt.
It's brilliant. You could tell
amazing place
because I believe Kenneth, as they call him, Ken KK, has been has been kind of like quite heavily involved in the early part of it. I believe he owns the building. He owns the brand, obviously, and it's obvious the musicians had it.
It just nicked his name. Oi, what the bloody hell are you doing? We should have bloody asked me.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with me.
It's got nothing to do with me.
Sorry, we're gonna Yorkshire. That's Yorkshire pissed off. That's the
Wolverhampton pissed off.
Well, yeah,
Birmingham.
the
It's all the
Midlands.
same round there, isn't it? Wait, oh no.
And but it's obvious the musicians had a hand in like designing the place and like just arranging it. You know, it's so well. It's so well organised.
Yeah, a lot of them venues, a lot of the big venues now. Well, they probably have done for a long time, but yeah, you get the big venue and they can curtain them off and make them a bit smaller and make them different shapes, and they do that in there. And they did it for our patron bash because there was about 200, maybe 250 people in there. So you want it to be an atmosphere. You don't want 250 people stood in a flipping 1,000-cap room, do you? Because it's just the atmosphere's gone, isn't it? It's cold, and it's just like you want everyone together. The way that they curtain it off in there is perfect.
It's so scalable and
it's so good, yeah.
And it's just got such an atmosphere. It's got such a vibe about it.
And it's the fact that what impressed me the most about it was the fact that you don't lose any of the stage when you scale it down. No. It's still the same height, obviously, and you get the same PA and you get the same size of stage, and it's just a bit smaller. It's brilliant,
and it's a good stage as well. It's a generous stage,
great stage, yeah.
But we did this, and what's different about it, you may ask? Well, it's a gig, but it's a gig unlike any other that we really do.
Yeah.
So for starters, the overall feeling of the whole thing is much more informal, isn't it? You know, doors open, we're all about on the floor, whatever you call it. You know, not laying on the floor.
Yeah, fell over.
But and in the I was going to say dance floor. It's not a dance floor. What do you call it? The stalls?
The hall.
I don't know.
The dance floor in the church hall.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the flat bit in front of the stage where everyone stands.
Yeah.
We're there.
The pit.
The pit. Yeah, that's it. And everyone marches in, gets a drink from the bar, and we just chat, mingle and chat for an
hour or so.
An hour or so, however long, and then we get on the stage.
And we look at our watches and realise how long.
Oh crap!
I should have been on stage half an hour ago.
Yeah. Time's gone on. But then we get up and we just do a set, but the set is like way more relaxed and way more kind of more of a jovial,
Yeah, well,
thing,
there's no when you go on tour, it's very much it's very produced and very organised, isn't it? Not that this isn't organised, but that is organised, and you get like. You get like the build up and everything, and there's a big different anticipation, and you go on and it's like you press start, you play the set, and what happens on stage, and then you come off and it's finished. But with the patron bash, it's just like playing a lot of songs for like your mates, and it really a bit.
Yeah.
It's like a jam, or not a jam, obviously in that sense. We're playing the songs properly, but. I don't know. It's just like a party. It's like playing a party in someone's house. It's like, let's get up and play some songs. Yeah,
it's so.
What do you want to hear?
And it's so much fun to do. Really, I really enjoy doing that. You just
That's great.
Play a bit differently. I felt I played a bit differently. But.
Yeah, a few things. I've always struggled really. The pressure probably between songs. There's a pressure with gigs that. It comes with gigs that everything's got to be spot on, and between song stuff is always hard for me. But when you do the patron bash, it just doesn't. It just seems to be. I wish I could transfer that to live shows.
Yeah, maybe. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Even you were on the microphone at the patron bash.
Oh, I was
talking and cracking jokes and whatnot.
Well, it's.
It does though.
It is relaxed. It's way more relaxed. But maybe we do. Yeah, well, I don't know. That's a conversation for another podcast, isn't it? Really, I guess. But maybe we do look at maybe integrating some of that vibe into the tour, because into the full set, because it is honestly such a good night, and you just come. I don't know. I came off.
Just start giving out trophies on.
Yeah, no, well, yeah.
Tour.
Well, this is the other kind of thing. We like Baz gets some trophy, some trophies made.
Yeah.
And like create some some awards and dishes them out during the set.
If any of you have ever played for a Sunday League football team, and you have like the once a year awards, you have out most improved goalkeeper.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that.
But it all just creates this great atmosphere, and the songs that we play for starters are voted for by patrons themselves. So the kind of albums are broken down into separate votes. And then the top picks of each album are kind of played, ensuring you get an an even spread across the.
Making sure we get the same songs we play on tour.
Well, yeah, but you know, if like a kind of, you know, a tour staple is selected and voted for, we might skip it so to make sure that we are playing something that you don't often hear.
Yeah,
But this year we played a load of stuff that really. That
Yeah. Well,
never
we played. What did we play? It was different. Under No Illusion. Well, FIFA. We played that quite a bit, but we haven't played that for a while. Under No Illusion. Not played that for
Changes.
Changes.
It's a single.
And it's nice because we played Changes, and when we played it in practice, we realised how much we missed playing it. Really,
It's a good song.
It is a good song. We were like, why don't we play this more often?
16,
16.
which is a
Played-
ballad.
We
yeah.
played it with drums and electric guitars for the first time ever.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we just electrificated it up.
Yeah.
Look Around as well.
Look Around,
which
that
is
was
an
a bit-
old song.
Black Witch.
Black Witch, yeah. Yeah, you know, so like these songs haven't been somewhat, well, I'm pretty sure Look Around hasn't been played. Stephen said he never played that with us.
Last time we played that was before he joined the band, so
And
I
I-
couldn't tell you when the last time we played that was. Probably a Hard Rock Hell event or something.
Yeah.
About
Yeah,
maybe
so probably
about 7 or 8 years ago.
probably even longer, really.
So, yeah.
But yeah, you know, look, like so instantly, if you're not bothered about any of the other stuff and you just want to hear some songs that we never play, you know, it's a great night. I've had loads of people message, loads of people say like, loved hearing those songs.
Yeah.
And also it's Fancy Dress, you know, which was a sort of,
It's not to like about that, eh?
you know, we did it last year as Fancy Dress, and it was meant to just be a bit of a one-off kind of thing, but we
It's basically our whole ethos. It's basically like a step back into the 90s, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, it is,
The whole
yeah.
everything about it, really. It's like a fancy dress party with some trophies and stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's just so much fun. And then after the set, which like is quite a long set really, because
Yeah,
like
what's this
we're
year,
like we said, we're cracking jokes and whatever between songs and having a bit of banter. And then the set's done, and then we come back in and we mingle again, and you know there
pictures
was
and talk to people. It's
people
great.
bring, you know, all kinds of stuff, you know, there was cakes and whatever, you know, it's just great. It's just a real good laugh and a really good atmosphere, and the community that it's kind of built online really, because a lot of the stuff we do on Patreon at the beginning during the lockdown was a lot of it was online, and it was live streams and everything, so people got to kind of know each other, we got to know people that way. And then since COVID has stopped being a thing for now, at least anyway, it's, you know, we've finally got to know people and know faces and put names to faces, and everyone knows each other, and it's just great. You know, it's a really good community, and that's the right word for it. It really is a little community, and
Yeah, it's definitely become. It's definitely become like two halves, hasn't it? It's become like us and what we do, and then that sort of community side of it, like, makes up like 50% of why people are there, isn't it? You know, it's
yeah,
they're so it's just all such great people, friendly people. Everyone's there for the same reason. Everyone gets on, and everyone. It's nice to see everyone getting to know everyone.
Yeah.
You know, everyone knows each other now, don't they? And they got a gig. So if you got a gig on a regular tour, and you're in Wagons World, 9 times out of 10 there's another Wagons World person there.
Yeah.
And they all know each other. Like, it's like, nice one, or you know, drinks together or whatever.
Wagons World is what we call the Patreon, by the
yeah.
way. We're sort of like
Cleared that up.
well, you know, it kind of started off a lot more Wagons World like branded, if you know what I mean. But I think we just really call it the Patreon like now. So if you ever saw Wagons World and wondered what that was, that's what that is. But
This is it.
Yeah,
This is the world.
This
We're
is the
in
world.
now.
the ex Chinese takeaway.
This is 80s, 90s wall
Yeah.
paneling.
Flimsy.
Yeah, half-eaten flapjack. That's in the Wagons World.
That is, yeah. But no, and you know that is, and the event, the bash, is just one of a couple we do. So I don't know if anyone's not familiar with Patreon, you can have a look, follow the link, and just check it out. You know, but it's sort of done in tiers, so you can join as a member at a few different levels, and you know we try to you know price it fairly and make sure everyone gets what what you'd expect for such a
How long's it
commitment.
been going now?
3 years.
3 years, crikey.
And,
3 years.
And it's become a huge, like we said,
It's a behemoth.
it is. It's allowed us to, the support financially has allowed us to just crack on with the writing and the studio time and all these things that demand your time, you know, the merch, but also the investment in gear and equipment. You know, we've leveled up in so many ways. Just not the talent, That's what it is.
But you can't buy that.
Yeah,
So
you can't. So
we'll have to. I don't know. Don't know what's going to happen there.
but it's a huge thing for us, and we couldn't be more grateful for the support
Oh yeah.
on there. And we couldn't be more grateful for the support that we get anyway. It's shown really, but the Patreon has become a thing. So yeah, if you fancy having a look, check it out. Follow the link, and the link will be somewhere.
Oh, it will. It will.
Massive Wagons Patreon. There's only one Massive Wagons on Patreon, so
Yeah. Nice. It's good. It's amazing.
yeah, really good. A lot of fun, and we will be back doing another bash next year, bigger and better. A date.
Every year they seem to get better, don't they?
They do.
Every year they have got better. I think this year the venue had a lot to do with that.
It does.
KK's. It was perfect for the place, for the event, really.
Yeah, and the crew at KK's were just so accommodating. So thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you're thinking of watching the gigs there, we played there before with we discovered it with Ugly Kid Joe, didn't we? We did the Ugly Kid Joe headline thing, co-headline tour, and that was the last date on the venue, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And we
it
were
was.
like,
Yeah,
wow, because it's like it reminds me of them European venues. We go to Europe a bit now, and they have a lot of them kind of old warehouses and old factories, don't they? Converted into venues. That thing we did for Radio Bob was very much like that one. It was like a big triangle ceiling warehouses, and they make great venues. And I've never been in another one like that in the UK. It's the first one I've been in the UK that's like that, and it's perfect.
Yeah, it is. Sounds great as well. The system they've got in there is fantastic.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, he was telling me that Wheatus played in there not long ago. The guy that runs the place, and he said, and the singer from Wheatus said it was one of the best PAs he'd ever heard. Like,
Oh wow.
I mean, they've been going a long time, haven't they?
Well, it's funny.
Something like that. Anyway.
The guy from Wheatus, Mr. Wheatus, he
Willie Wheatus.
I think he's got something to do. Now I could be completely wrong here, but he came
Here
to
we go.
he came to my uni. He invented them little chocolate hoop cereal things, didn't he?
Oh dear.
No, he come to the
It's a great name for a cereal, isn't it? Chocolate Wheatus.
Wheatus, yeah.
Give us a bowl of them Wheatuses.
He comes to my university to talk about something to do with audio systems or something. I'm sure. I'm not imagining that back in the day. Because Duffy did as well, bizarrely.
What, the singer?
Yeah, the Welsh songstress,
Oh, right.
Birdseed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Begging me for
Peter
birdseed.
Kay joke there.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
All right, wow, cranky.
Yes, so, yeah, I'm sure the Wheatus guy. But anyway, yeah,
Birdsey,
we digress.
Birdsey. I like Wheatus. He said that they're over. He said that they
do
come
a lot
over
of
here
gigs.
and they're doing like 45 days.
Do a lot of shows, yeah.
It's like freaking hell. I mean, they can't be. I mean, I don't know what size the venues are doing. 45. I mean, they can't be big venues, can they? I mean,
No,
45. I mean, 45 would imply they're doing sort of mid-level. I mean, they'd be great shows, wouldn't they?
club size, but yeah, Wheatus, good band, great voice. I like it.
Oh, I thought they were
like
ace.
stuff.
Oh, they were brilliant. Yeah. It's good to see they come over here. Still come over here.
Yeah,
There's a lot of them like that bands from that era, American bands
from
that
the
come over,
noughties.
from the noughties that come over. It's great. Yeah, I went to watch Alien Ant Farm.
Oh, right, yeah,
They're
yeah, yeah.
amazing band. They're the band from that era.
The
Anyway,
the American Pie band. That's what I call them.
Alien Ant Farm.
No, just
Wheatus.
bands like Wheatus.
Oh, right,
and,
okay, yeah. Well, he's in the video, isn't he? Is he in that
Yeah, he
video?
is. Yeah, he
Isn't
is.
What's he called? Gadgy.
Gadgy.
Bit black hair.
Is it Jason Summit?
I don't know.
Jason Biggs, is it?
Jason Biggs, that's right. Biggs. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, Biggsy. Yeah.
Don't know where that came from. Bloody hell.
Eugene Levy, that's his dad, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
He's the only
Eugene
guy I can
Levy's
remember.
funny, yeah. Great films. Great films, but yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about what we did on Saturday, and there'll be some pictures floating about online. Check the socials out.
There will, yeah.
And whatnot.
Yeah, if it sounds like your kind of thing, Patreon, or you're into the band and you want to know a bit more, and
Yeah.
get a bit more info, and we're all whenever anybody joins up, I sort of say, everybody gets like a welcome video, and I always say, it's we're here, we're here all the time to speak to people who want to know anything about the band or anything at all. Just drop us a message, and we're happy to reply.
Yeah, well, like-
Patreon, it's all good.
Well, like you say, it's a. I've just realised I've got a massive hole in my my jeans in a terrible place. So I think Sorry, I think they're just out of shot. That's all right.
Nothing to do with the massive holes in your knees.
Oh, it's all
They're
right.
all right.
No,
It's
I
fashionable,
can't.
He's bringing back the hole, the crotch hole.
I'll bring it back.
Next, he'll be selling those jeans soon.
I don't think that was ever a thing, was it? To bring back
Crotchless jeans.
crotch hole.
Blackie Lawless might disagree with you.
Yeah,
to be
Kerry
honest.
King.
Kerry King.
Yeah,
He loves the old arseless chaps.
he
doesn't
does. He loves the chaps, denim chaps.
Yeah, Kerry, you look great. I mean, you look
Yeah, well, I
spot
wouldn't
on.
tell him
I
otherwise.
don't
would
look like an idiot in these, do I?
I? You look great.
No, Kerry, you look brilliant. Just don't hit me.
You look great, Kerry. But yeah, we sort of do. It's sort of like half. Well, I say half and half. Even if all you were really sort of into was this gig, this show that we do once a year, massive party, unlike anything else. In my opinion, I think that's worth the price of admission because, you know, it is so unique and you get such a personal experience between us and the members of the band and each other, and, you know, people get up and play a song if they want to.
Oh yeah,
you know,
big
things
shout
like
out to Sam. Sam, who got up and played Back to the Stack with us this year. He's got up with us a few times.
He
with
did,
the
yeah,
old
he
guitar,
did,
and
yeah,
he played Generation Prime at the other barbecue thing we did. And then we got Sonny, young Sonny, on drums. Got up and played Fuck the Haters. Never played in front of anybody in his whole life, and first time. And got on
Smashed
stage and absolutely nailed the song from start to finish. Honestly, it was like faultless, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He nailed it. It's unreal.
You know, things like that. It's so unique.
Yeah.
But on top of that, you get, you know, like Baz said, you know, you get all the year round kind of updates and additions and early access to this and that, and
anything that's going on in the band as well. You know, we would do a weekly sort of roundup thing. And the Wednesday waffle, and you know, we talk about what's been going on that week. So if there's anything been going on, then the patron guys know about it straight away. You know, any plans, any things that's happening, how writing's going, and you know, it's all there.
And there's just lots of stuff, and it's a continuously evolving thing as we move forward with the band. You know, it doesn't stay still. We change what we do, but just we feel like it's getting better and better. So yeah, have a look, check it out,
Check it out. Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger. But like we said, any way you show your support, just is
Amazing.
is amazing. So thank you very much, and
Catch you next week.
see you next week.
Don't forget the clap.